What is integrity, generally speaking? Right? This is huge. So we have to come up with a definition that kind of works for everyone. And we got to have it work for people who don't even believe in integrity. Right? Because we're not relativists here. If we're actually saying that there's such a thing as integrity because we're concerned about falling out of integrity, then we're basically saying integrity exists. There's a truth here. It's not just some intellectual taste or preference. It's just like, no, this is real. It's kind of like saying truth. People be like, truth isn't real. It's all, just your opinion. It's relative. And I'm like, is that the truth? Because if that's the truth, you just contradicted yourself. Because if that's true, I can't take you seriously. And if it's false, I can't take you seriously either. Okay, so with respect to integrity, we want to look at a definition that would work for anybody and everybody. What could that possibly be? Okay, so I'm going to give it my best shot and roll up my sleeves and fend off the Megalodons all around me. We ain't doing Megalodons today. Integrity. First, I'd say that integrity is about an intuition. That there's a better state of being. Integrity is about being in alignment with that better state of being. Now, the better state of being could be a myriad amount of things. All right? Are you integrity dealing with the barista at Starbucks? Are you in integrity when you're driving down the road in traffic? There's a higher principle that orients you, and you're in alignment with that. Now, if you fall out of that better principle, then you say, I'm out of alignment, I'm out of integrity. So then we say, how do I get back in line? And that getting back in line with integrity is the realignment of integrity. Now, here's what's interesting. As I mentioned earlier with the middle psychopath and the big psychopath, their agendas can be wicked because they're fundamentally irreciprocal and predatory. They're ultimately parasitic as well. So how do they fall out of alignment or integrity with vicious agendas? Because those vicious agendas are their versions of better. They're not our versions of better, but it's their versions of better. So that middle psychopath is like, I gotta get the whole planet vaccinated so I can control the population. And also so I can prep them for my nefarious designs coming down the road, because then I got my stuff in their body through the vaccine. And then Megalodon psychopath is like, I gotta let these globalists think that they've got control of the world with all their little agendas, but really I'm coming in the back door, I'm coming up from behind, and I'm gonna get that great white with my own meta agenda, because I am the Megalodon. Now that's all sinister and corrupt because it's irreciprocal predation. Ultimately parasitism. And it's non-consensual. Middle psychopath doesn't want that. And the little tuna don't want to be eaten by the great white. Okay? But where does our notion of better come from? The notion of better that infuses the entire principle of integrity. That allows us to know that some states are better than other states. And that we have to exercise judgment and discernment and figuring out what states are better than others. Because if you can't figure out what's a better state, then how can you be in integrity with something that's bigger and better? You can't. So then we go even deeper. We say that not only is integrity an intuition, it's an intuition about better in every circumstance. And as we're aligned in a trajectory to achieve and actualize that better, we're in integrity. And so then the big question of questions comes along. The question that eats the tuna, the great white, and the megalodon. The ultimate question of all, or at least one of them. Where does better come from? Why is there always a better everywhere I go? Why is there a better that's always informing everything I do, everything I say, everything